Welcome to a new segment on the D&H Express, or the D&H channel, or the D&H You're Living With Us, or you're not living with us, but you want to see what's going on overseas, or whatever. But this new segment is pretty awesome. I'm going to go, well, both me and Heather, I'm going to be the first, I'm the test bunny rabbit. What is that called? The guinea pig? That's not even a rabbit. I am the guy that's going to go and pick 3 random items and I'm going to rate them. So what I'm going to do is, let's just say it's going to be any kind of items in Germany. It could be food, it could be clothing, it could be dogs, it could be dog food, it can be beer, which this one is. So my first segment is going to be 3 randos. That's right. That's what it's called. That's actually what the segment's called. 3 randos. So in that, I'm going to go to a German grocery store, whether that's Lidl, Aldi, Edeka, Waschau, small area local stores, whatever it is, and I'm going to get 3 random beers off of their shelf, and I am going to taste test them, and I'm going to compare them, 3 of them, 3 random beers, and then also these 3 randos, I am going to rate them. And I'm going to rate them by Rambos. That's right, Rambos and Randos. They rhyme. You know why? I might make a song later. Who needs an intro? I might. So Randos, Rambos. Yeah! Anyways, that's about as American as you can get. And we are going to rate 3 random items. And this first one is going to be beer. And I'm going to rate them at 1, the ABV, the alcohol by volume. 2, I'm going to rate the pour, how the tilt is, how the head is, how good it looks. And 3, the taste, because that's what it boils down to. So bear with me and let's see if we can get this party started. I'm going to try to make this work. So I'm going to keep my hands up like this for a little while. Let me just go like this for a little while. I don't know what I'm doing. Shall we start? So without any further ado, what's first on the menu? Got this from Lidl. This is a Tyskie. That's the name of the beer. A Tyskie. And it's a Groni. Tyskie Groni? Never heard of it. Probably seen it around because this is kind of a familiar label. It's kind of a, I don't know. I mean, I've seen it in a lot of grocery stores. I've seen it in a lot of Lidls. So I decided I'm going to go pick this sucker up and let you know that I'm the guy that's going to put it in the refrigerator first because I can't drink warm beer. I don't know. I just can't do it. That is what you would see at Lidl, honestly. So I was going to do a little bit of a review on the beer, like where it's from and this and that. But this is random. And I decided, you know what? I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do it this way. We are here to check the ABV, check the pour, and the taste. And that's what it boils down to. So rando number 1, the ABV. Normally you'll find it on there, 5.2% by volume. Woo, that's okay. That's a can. That's nice. 5.2%. Okay. We're good. Now, it's a Polish beer, proudly made in Poland. So this beer, if I can remember correctly, it was 59 cents, plus I guess the fund. Fund is what you get back if you return the can. So you're looking at probably about 75 cents for this little can right here. Not really a little can either. Pretty nice size, 500 milliliters. So ABV for the rando number 1 is 5.2%. Now, 2, let's check out this pour. Let's see if you can hear the sound. I may have to come around so you guys can hear this. That's a nice little pop. For the pour. And like I said, y'all have to bear with me. This is the first episode of the segment. The pour on a German beer, this is also for my subscribers that have told me that a lot of German beer, if I'm not pouring it right, there's not going to be a lot of head on it. You tilt that sucker at almost a 45-degree angle. Like that. Let's see what's happening here. I'm seeing a little head coming up. And then level out. Level out. Check that out. Ooh-wee. That's not bad. That's almost 2.5 inches ahead right there. That's delicious looking right there. Shout out to Park Brow. That's right. represent permissins. All right, so the second rando test is the pour and the head. That's a pretty nice one. It's not dissipating either. It's still going, it's still there. I could pour a little bit more of that in there if I wanted to. You know, if I really wanted to. Check that out. All right, so number 3 is the taste. Hello, Poland. Let's see what you all about. Tajski. If I'm saying that wrong, please, somebody correct me. Wait. It's malty. You know what this tastes like if you were at a beer fest. I'm not talking like the big beer fest that you're thinking I'm talking about, but just a festival in general. Poland, you're doing a great job. I don't know much about your beer at all. I do know that this one is available everywhere. Cans, I see them walking around in downtown Kaiserslautern all the time. I see them in little street corners. I see people just popping them open. They come in a bottle form too. But this right here, the taste is really nice. It's a really nice taste. It's not bad. As you can tell, the head dissipates a little bit. And now, you're like, Dave, why did you pour it like that, full on like that, just so you can get a vibe of what's going on, what's still in that can? Can I say that under €1 for this can, for 5.2 ABV, a nice pour, nice head, and a good taste, you can grab these all day. And I don't know if you can buy them in cases. I've never really seen them in like our drink marts. And if I have, I'll probably recognize it because it was sitting on the shelves with all the other canned beers when you walk right in. But this right here, I can't even knock it. This is delicious. I like it. Next. Boom. Super excited about this because I like to switch it up a little bit. I wasn't just going to grab every canned beer that I saw. I went for a nice brown German traditional bottle. This is from Frankish Kanner, and it is a Weissbier, so it needs a different glass. That's right, Germans. I did my research. I knew this already. Anyways, it needs a Weissbier glass. And then one of my subscribers did recommend that if I wanted a good head pour on this, what did I say? If I wanted a good pour coming from a Weissbier, I would need to rinse it. Run it through the faucet, rinse it, whatever. I would need to do that so that it will be a perfect pour, which is great. This is actually a limited edition. It's a Weissbier special, and it is a darker beer, and it's called Royale. And like I said, this is Three Randos, and so we are going to check out the 3 items that we are going to review right now. First one, the ABV on this. And guess what? This Royale, 6.0 ABV by volume. 6.0. That's pretty big for a Weissbier. Oh, that's nice. Elegant, maltig, and fine herbs. So it's malty. That's actually the only way to describe it. Got myself a bottle opener right now, because you need that. Whew. All right. Second rando and second review is the pour. Ladies and gentlemen, tilt. Pour that beautiful Royale Weissbier. Oh, look at that. It's shaking. It's shaking. And then 2/3 of the way, release. Pull up. Pull up. Holy macaroni. Don't you fall on me. Don't fall. That is a pretty good pour. Whoo, look at that head. Almost 3 inches of head. So the second review, the pour. How is this a Weissbier? That's because it's a Royale Weissbier special. And it's a little darker than a regular Weissbier, but I'm promising you, that's what it says on the bottle. So look at that. That is beautiful. What a beautiful color. Ooh. Bring that in a little bit. Can I go ahead and give y'all a look at what that beautiful monk logo is looking like right now. A Royale. Royale. 6%. Oh my God. That is pretty. I'm excited about this one. I was excited about the Tyskie too. But this is from Unser Land. Let's try it. Prost. Oh, that's good. Wow. You could definitely taste the Hefeweizen in that. No matter how dark that looks right there. Whoa. You can taste it. So with Hefeweizens in the summertime, it's really awesome because you can sit out in a beer garden whenever the sun decides to show up in Germany in 2024 and sit and have a couple of ice beers, talking with your friends, your colleagues, people you just met, and have a really good time. And it feels very light and refreshing on a hot German summer. And I know what you're saying. If you're in Florida and Georgia, what do you mean hot, Dave? Because hot over here is 102. What's it over there? 76? Absolutely. Very good. Super good. Oh my God. Tyskie, Poland. What's going on? You got some catching up to do. Honestly, this is a really good beer. Whew. And also, with it being an ABV of 6, it's hitting along with the Tyskie. So I got to slow down a little bit. I got one more left. I'm going to grab it out of the fridge as soon as I finish this up. But I'm going to take a small break because this is a German beer. You know, you can't just like chug it unless it's like a special occasion, like, you know, Oktoberfest and all that. But even then, whoo, boom. Welcome back to number 3. Number 3. I'm so tipsy right now, I don't even know which 3 I'm trying to push up on this. All right, so this third one. This one I picked up at a Lidl randomly, literally, because I was going through the aisles and I saw this just out of the corner of my eye. I was like, you know, I had a third one lined up, but this one looks so interesting to me that I decided to go pick it up. And it was 59 cents. Seriously, this is called a steam brew, and it's called a summer ale. So I know nothing about this beer, nothing. I even looked online to check some things out. It is not really available. All I know so far is it's a private brewery, so it's a private brewer, and it's distributed in Lidl. So that's really cool. And it was added to some of these websites, which I'm not going to name, but around 2023. So it's fairly new. I'm pretty stoked that I ran about this because I walked upon it. I had no idea. But anyways, let's get on to it, okay? This is a really cool logo. It's a really good cover. And I will put that. This is a summer ale. It's a really cool graphic on there. I'm really stoked at all. And there was like 4 different styles of this, but I grabbed the one that said summer ale, obviously, because it was almost summertime. We'll see what's up. But anyways, on the 3 randos with the 3 main items, the first one being the ABV, 5.1 by volume. That's okay. That's nice. That's like the Tyskie, 5.1. It is lower volume than the Tyskie, but at the same time, we're going to see it's an ale, so it's going to probably be bitter. We don't know, Lou. You're just going to have to wait. Okay. Second thing on the list, the pour. We're going to check that pour out. First of all, I do not think these come in bottles, just cans. Just do a regular German beer mug. Pour. Oh, look at that. It is clear. Very clear. There's a pale ale for you. And I may have tilted just a little bit too deep. I think more into 45, but if you can see that right there is about almost 2 inches ahead and very light in color compared to the other 2. This one's kind of like musky. Is that the word I'm looking for right now? It's a little foggy in there. It's a little foggy. Should I come up to the screen? Check that. It's foggy in there. It's a little foggy. Nothing wrong with that. So there's a pour there. And I can honestly say I wasn't ready for that pour, but look at the head, not dissipating, staying. It is chilling. That's actually a pretty good, what did I say? 53 cents for this, 56 cents, 59 cents. I don't remember. Anyways, the head stays. Not bad, but I'm at a loss for words right now. It's a good taste. If you do not like pale ale, but you only have the option of getting pale ale, and this is one of the things you can get, I would go for it. Does that make sense? Not at all. Am I a little tipsy? Possibly. What I mean is there's people out there that do not like the taste of pale ale. It's like that tart bitterness that hits the back of the palate right after you take a sip. This is scary. What it does is you take a sip, you drink it, goes down the throat. You're like, oh, that's scary. And then it stops. It's gone. Gone. I'm not even playing. Watch. You can taste the tart hops because that's what it is. That's where the bitterness comes from, is the hops. So what I think is going on here is they're taking the hops when it's still in its infancy stage and grabbing it just before it's time to harvest and then making a pale ale out of it. Three Randos. And the way that we rate these beers are going to be on the scale of Rambo. Have you ever seen Rambo? I'm talking Rambo 1, Rambo 2, and Rambo 3, First Blood. You ever seen that? You know what I'm talking about? You don't? It's this Rambo. Yeah. So I don't even know how to explain this to you, but maybe in another segment I will. But I ended up doing 3 Randos for 3 Rambos. The highest rating you can get is 3 in the Rambo rating scale. And that's what I'm using. 1, it's a good Rambo. It's an introduction to Rambo. You could find it anywhere and you could probably get a feel for it and like it. 2 Rambos, that's First Blood. Technically, for me, Rambo growing up, scariest thing I've ever seen. And I was probably 14 or 15, but I loved it. I loved it. Sylvester Stallone, shout out. If you're a 2, you're good to go, man. You're good to go. If you stay in that little good to go area of 2, you're straight. But if you're 3, that's Rambo 3. That's where you took a chance and you gave Sly Stallone another chance and he went buck wild in the woods. I'm telling you, that's good too. That's good. That is what it's about. So if you're Rambo 1, 2, or 3, you're good to go. I randomly pick these beers and hopefully in the next couple of segments, we will do more than just beer, obviously. But this is my go-to, and I am in Germany, and the stereotypical German situation is that Germans like to drink beer. So what better way than to introduce you guys to some beers that probably you've never heard of before. It's easier that way. Anyways, it's almost time to do the Rambo test. Ooh, I don't even know how I'm going to cut this. And through the magic of video editing, here we are. 3 Randos, where I take 3 beers and I review 3 parts of that. 1 being the ABV, 2 being the pour, and 3 being the taste. Because that's what it matters right now. Anyways, here they are in the order that they were reviewed. And I'm just going to let you know right now, this is going to go as fast as possible because I have to edit all this. And you ever try to edit tipsy? Okay, so anyways, this is how it's going to go. What are we rating? The Tyskie. The Tyskie right now. Going for it. The Tyskie, your simple logo, your simple branding, and a Polish beer. So it's European, however, not from this region. I am going to go ahead and give this 2 Rambos. The Frankensteiner. The Frankensteiner. I'm going to go ahead and let you know right now that this sucker right here, I think it was the ABV that pulled it to the top, but also I was not expecting all the head on a Weiss beer dunkel like this. I am going ahead and say it right now. Three Rambos. And for the third Rando beer, Steam Brew, still new on the scene. Available in every Lidl you can get to. And there's a couple of other ones too. Yep, there is. But this one right here is just the one that I grabbed because of the logo. It has some work to do. If you're looking for a pale ale, summer ale, this is not it. But it's still really nice, murky kind of... oh, I still have some here. Whoa, hello there. Yeah, I still have some here. I can't go any higher than Rambo 1. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I took a chance on this. Although the ABV is 5.1 and the graphics are awesome and the murky cloudiness of this pale ale is pretty cool, it has that aftertaste of, oops, I really wanted to be a pale ale, but I changed my mind. So, I'm still going to drink it. You know why? Because a waste not, want not, first of all. Also, thank you guys for checking me out, watching it this far. Subscribe if you want to. At this point, doesn't even matter. I just appreciate y'all watching. And hopefully I'll have Heather in the next one. Like I said, this is kind of like a test for myself too. I'm going to obviously give myself 3 Rambos because it's my channel. But the winner right now is the Dunkel Hefeweizen. So you did it. You did it, Royale. You did it. Thanks a lot. And on with whatever else is going on. What else? Should I say truce? Is that the end? Truce! If it's not the end, then don't worry about it. Just keep going. That's it. Shout out. Three randos. Hopefully next time I'll do potato chips because this one knocked me out. It's fun though. I give it up to fun. Shout out to Germany. Represent. Lieb dich. Prost und tschüss.